Hello, people. I am here again reviewing my movies for February of 2020 that I didn't get to review on time when they came out. Next up, we have The Call of the Wild, starring Harrison Ford. It feels good to finally have a movie that's a refresher from Fantasy Island. God, I hate that movie. And this movie is based on the best-selling novel of the same name, and this is a really good movie, especially for someone who's a dog lover, because I just got a dog myself. She's a German Shepherd, and I think she's the most beautiful thing ever. And movies that are about dogs really catch me, and they are movies that I really desperately want to see. And I'm really glad that I saw this movie, because as a dog lover, this movie makes me appreciate them more. Now, okay, so as for the plot, this movie is basically about a dog named Buck who gets separated from his family and then gets transported to the Yukon and gets trained as a sled dog. And then along the way, he begins to find his inner self and then eventually meets Harrison Ford along the way. And that's pretty much all you can say about the plot without really spoiling anything, because this is a damn good movie right here. I liked it a lot. And now, I do want to get into my issues first, because there's only a couple that I have. There's only a few. As for my issues, for Harrison Ford, here's the thing. When he's in the film, he saves the movie. Gigi, no! Sorry, guys, that's just my dog. So, when Harrison Ford is in the movie, he saves it. Nobody could have played the part like he does. Nobody. Harrison Ford saves this movie. But during the first act of the movie, you don't see him that much. The movie is mostly about Buck, which I am not against. I just think the movie should have had more Harrison Ford in the first act. But then after the second act to the third act, he's in the film all the time. So I was very happy to see that. But during the first act, he wasn't in the movie as much, so that kind of disappointed me. I will also say that a lot of critics, professional ones, might say that that having a CGI dog in this movie is something that probably shouldn't have been done, because there's another movie that came out. If you guys watch Chris Stuckman on YouTube, he's a film reviewer. I greatly admire the guy. I think he's one of the best film critics working today. And he compared the movie to Togo, which is another dog sled movie that came out with Willem Dafoe, and they used real dogs. Now, I completely respect everything that Chris Stuckman said in that video, but I will say that I can't really compare the movie to that, because I haven't seen Togo, and I will admit that using a CGI dog probably wasn't the best idea, but the fact that they did use it made the movie more like a cartoon, and this movie is aimed at younger audiences, so it makes sense. And it made the movie a little bit more fun, and I was actually taken aback by stuff that happened in the film. So I honestly did buy the dog as real. Despite it not looking real at times, I still bought it, and I do think this is a great movie aimed at children. So those are really my only issues with the film. Harrison Ford, he shines here. He obviously saved the movie, especially when he's in it, but the only issue is that he's not in the movie for the first act. I will also say that a lot of the CGI and the cinematography and the visuals in the movie were like amazing. There are some beautiful moments here, like when Harrison Ford's character and Buck are looking over at the horizon, at the mountains and landscape, and it's just beautiful. It's something that we don't get to see very much in cities because, of all the pollution that we got. And this movie could actually open up eyes for people who are tied with animal abuse, or people who are aware of it. And this movie could actually open some people's eyes, because there is some of that in here, and it makes me more aware. And this movie actually makes me appreciate dogs more. So if you're a dog person, this movie will make you appreciate them even more. And that's really all I can say about this film without really giving too much away. And there really isn't too much to say. I would say it's one of the better movies that I did see in February. I'm really glad what they did with it. Harrison Ford, you rock. Keep starring in movies. Keep doing this. I'm excited for Indiana Jones 5 that's coming out pretty soon. It's coming out sometime next year, so I'm very excited for that, and I can't wait to see what Harrison Ford does next, and I can't wait to see what they do with movies similar to this one. And I'm going to give Call of the Wild a B+. Really good film. So guys, thank you for watching. Look forward to my next review, which is for The Invisible Man. Ooh, I'm excited for that. So guys, I will see you guys in a little bit.